What the hell happened?
Hello, everybody. We're back with another movie review. This time we're talking about Caught Stealing. This is the new film from Darren Aronofsky, a director who I enjoy, but I wouldn't say that I love his films. We'll talk about it. We'll get through his history. But basically, this is a new film from him. The big director, and it stars Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Regina King, Matt Smith, a ton of other people. There's a ton of people in this movie that pop up, big parts, little parts throughout the whole thing. And basically, it kind of paints itself from the trailers as like a crime comedy. I felt it was very much a dark comedy, but when it gets dark, it gets really dark. We'll talk about that as well. But basically, Darren Aronofsky, to start off with him, he directed the film. He's directed a ton of stuff. I've seen every one of his movies, from Pie to Requiem from a Dream, The Fountain, Noah, that piece of shit, everything. And I watched all of his films maybe 2 years ago, whenever The Whale came out. When did that come out? I feel like it's been forever. 3 years ago, maybe. And I watched all of his films, rewatched the ones I had seen, and watched the ones I had never seen. So pretty mixed on the director overall. Loved Black Swan, The Wrestler, but pretty much everything else, The Whale, fine. Requiem for a Dream is fine. Mother is not good. The Fountain was fine. Noah's terrible. So like I don't know. I really liked Black Swan, and then I really liked The Wrestler, and everything else was kind of like meh. That being said, I really like this movie. Like a lot. I don't know that I would have to rewatch it and rewatch The Wrestler, especially because I'd only seen that once, to decide if I like it more or not. But I really like this movie. So the movie pretty much stands completely on Austin Butler's shoulders. Like, he is in pretty much every scene. And I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was really good. The whole point of this movie is that he's got a neighbor, Matt Smith, who heads out of town for a few days, and basically Austin Butler's character, who I want to say his name was like Hank, not even close to Theo. Hank, he gets caught up in a bunch of stuff that his neighbor was into, and it's like that. You kind of get the gist. It's based off of a book. The author of the book wrote the screenplay for this, and I thought the adventure, if you want to call it that, the point A of like learning who this character is, to getting him into his trouble for the movie, and then the resolution of the whole story, I thought was really satisfying from beginning to end. It's only like an hour and 45 minutes long, so it's not a super long movie to watch, but I thought it was absolutely enthralling from beginning to end. Lots of moments that did make me laugh. So I think that dark comedy definitely comes into play, but it's also, like I said, very dark when it gets there. And I'm not going to say any of that because of spoilers, but like there are things that happen in the movie that I was like, oh, we're taking a twist. This is going. And I think there is a bit of a tone dramatic shift that happens that doesn't totally like come together cohesively. Like, it is very like, oh, I got caught up in the wrong thing and shit's happening, and it gets bad, but it's never like, oh, this is horrible. And then all of a sudden, like, it gets, oh shit, like this is bad. Like, this guy's in deep. And you feel that, and the pressure keeps rising throughout the film. And I thought that it succeeded in that regard, but I think the tonal shift from like not lighthearted by any means, but like more early Guy Ritchie, I would say, to this, to what it ends up being, which is just more intense, like not the intense Guy Ritchie part. So I think that just tonal shift didn't totally work, but I thought the performances across the board were phenomenal. Like I said, Austin Butler's great. Regina King, really good. Zoe Kravitz, really good. Griffin Dunn shows up in this, which I loved seeing him. I can't remember the last time I saw him. I'm sure it was semi-recently. He's working. But Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio play a couple of Jewish men who are into some bad stuff, and they were very, very good in the movie. Pretty unrecognizable, especially Schreiber. I thought he was phenomenal, but yeah, the movie looks really good too. It's Aronofsky's most straightforward thing that we've seen in a really long time. Probably since The Wrestler. Mother is all over the place. I guess The Whale technically is pretty straightforward until the end. But all of his movies have like this symbolism esque, like weird energy to them, and this was a lot more straightforward, and I think it worked. And again, I'm just gonna keep saying it over and over again, but I thought Austin Butler was phenomenal. Like I really like. Let me click on his name for a second. So obviously, I think he was great in Dune. I know he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at the end, but I don't remember him as much as the dog attacking him. But yeah, he was good in Elvis. He was really good in Bike Riders, but I think between this and Dune, like I think I'm a big fan now. Like I thought he was great in this. He pulled off the comedy, the emotion, the physical part, because there is some physicality to the stuff that he has to do in the movie, and I thought it was all just like really well done, really excellent. The script is great. Like I feel like I'm gushing about this thing, and I feel like I am because I thought it was worth it. I think this is a really, really good movie, one of my favorites of the year. I don't want to get into too much of the spoilers because I do want you guys to see it. It's fairly new. And it's just having its opening weekend at the box office right now. So we don't know how it's doing. We probably know how it did over the weekend at the time that you're seeing it. It's a holiday, but I think those support this one. I think it's really good, and I think all the actors, the director, and the screenplay in particular, fantastic stuff. And it takes place in the '90s, and good '90s music. You can never have too much good '90s music. Bad '90s music, you can have too much of, but good. Yeah. So that was my very quick thoughts on Caught Stealing. I really hope you guys go check it out. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this in the episode of round 4, thanks for watching. We're going to send it back to Nick and Tim. But if you're watching this as a solo video, we're not going to send it back to Nick and Tim. We'll see you later for more stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.